Tom Silva has finally told everyone about secrets that were hidden for almost 40 years, 77 years old. He shared some really surprising things that happened behind the scenes of this old house, from big fights with people he worked with, feeling pushed to quit his job, to important choices that completely changed how the show worked. Things that people thought would never be talked about are now being shared by the guy who was there for everything that happened. Tom Silva said he went directly to the people who run the show and asked them to change his job. He told them that if nothing changed, he would quit the project completely. Even though Bob Vela left the show in 1989 because of problems with advertising stuff. That time also meant Silva's job got more secure and stable. From then on, he got much better jobs, helping with planning and building things, slowly making his role more important in how the show was made. From 2010 to 2015, when this old house was trying to change its look and get new people, some big ideas came up about replacing older faces with younger ones to get younger viewers interested. Silva's name was on the list of people they thought about using less to make room for younger experts, but he fought hard against this plan and got strong support from the technical workers and fans who really loved him. The bosses decided to keep his job and even gave Silva more work on both shows. This Old House and This Old House. 2004 was another really big time when Silva got ready to quit the crew. He felt way too much pressure and had a long fight about how things worked between the people who made content and the building team. He said that time was one of the hardest times for his mind because he had to keep changing technical stuff to work with filming while still making sure the building work was really good, even though he never officially turned in his quit letter. Writing it and talking to his family showed he really thought seriously about ending his time on the show. After many secret talks with the bosses, Silva got promises that he could control the technical stuff on set and keep his main building team together. One of the saddest and most emotionally devastating times for Silva was when Austin Wilson, a young member of the technical team, suddenly died in 2018. Wilson was someone Silva had personally picked to train and bring to the crew, and he tragically died while on a work trip to a filming place. Silva says that event really hurt him emotionally and made him seriously think about stopping all his work and retiring from everything. But after many months of reorganizing inside and helping Wilson's family through their difficult time, he came back to the set with the production team for the next season for almost 40 years. Tom Silva has been the main contractor on This Old House. He has been in charge of watching over big renovation projects across many seasons with almost total control over the engineering and building process. Tom Silva's continued leadership through several host changes, including Bob Vela, Steve Thomas, and now Kevin O'Connor, shows his amazing ability to adapt to what the times needed. From a technical job, he slowly became the person in charge of overall professional standards for the entire show. After Norm Abram, one of the founding members and really influential carpenter, officially left the show in 2022, Silva was seen as the natural next person to take over. He was trusted to help pick project themes, design production schedules, and supervise the fieldwork for the seasons that followed. The seasons that aired from 2021 to 2025, including big projects in Brooklyn, Westford, and Ridgewood, were all directly guided by Silva and approved by Silva personally. Silva is one of the very few staff members on the show who has the power to recommend a replacement for important positions. The selection and bringing in of Charlie Silva, his nephew, into the regular team was done through a gradual handover process that started in 2016. Silva personally tested Charlie's real abilities on small projects first, then slowly brought him into the role of main constructor in the seasons that followed. This careful process not only makes sure the work quality stays really good, but also allows the show to keep a family identity in its production activities and maintain its reputation. Since 2020, Phil has also worked as a technical advisor 2. Job training programs connected with this old house and local job schools in Massachusetts. He represents the program at job training forums and serves on technical advisory boards for programs like Generation Next, helping to guide the next generation of workers in a construction market that doesn't have enough skilled workers. Tom Silva was born in 1947 in Lexington, Massachusetts, into a family with a tradition of construction. From when he was young, he was exposed to real construction projects through the work environment of his father and brother. Even though he didn't come from a formal architectural training school, Silva is known as one of the leading self-taught construction experts in Massachusetts. A defining moment came in the 1970s when he and his brother Richard Silva started Silva Brothers Construction. The company quickly got a reputation for high-end home renovations, focusing mainly on the Boston area. One notable contract was building the studio for WGBH-TV's The Victory Garden, which helped establish the company in the educational content industry. It was from that project that Silva and his team were invited by producer Russell Morash to work on one of the first seasons of This Old House. Silva Cars joined as a subcontractor responsible for the construction and renovation of a Greek Revival-style house in Dorchester, Massachusetts. After showing his ability to manage projects, he was hired as a permanent contractor in 1988. Since then, Silva has been one of the few people to have held the position without stopping throughout the entire history of the show. Over the past 40 years, Silva has been directly involved in the construction of hundreds of projects that have been filmed and broadcast on PBS. One of the most challenging projects was the renovation of Weatherby Farm in Westwood in the late 1990s. This is a historic building with an old wooden structure, requiring the construction team to apply a special reinforcement solution to preserve the classic sloped roof while ensuring safety. Tom Silva, who turned 77 in 2025, continues to serve as the main contractor on this old house with no announced plans to retire. In a conversation with internal production earlier this year, he confirmed that he will continue to be a full contributor to future seasons, including major renovation projects in Westford and Ridgewood during the period from 2022 to 2024. He kept a strategic executive role at Silva Brothers Construction. Even though he gradually transferred direct management to his nephew Charlie Silva, he still participated in strategy meetings, project approvals, and the selection of technical personnel for highly complex projects. Silva is actively involved in local, national professional activities. He serves as an advisory member to several Massachusetts trade associations, including the Northeast Regional Council for Building and Remodeling, where he has contributed to safety standards, training content, and the development of a technical database for independent tradespeople. Little is known about Tom Silva's personal life throughout his career. Silva has been married to Susan Silva since the late 1970s. They live in a 19th century house in the western suburbs of Boston. The property has been renovated by him and his family over time and is often used as a reference in several home renovation columns for This Old House magazine. Their two children, Kate and TJ Silva, are not involved in television or construction, but provide support to the family business when needed in the community. Silva is personally involved in nonprofit activities around job education. He serves as an informal consultant to several organizations that provide job training to disadvantaged youth in the Northeast. Tom Silva has kept his position as a professional pillar, a lasting model of professional ethics and dedication to work. What he has shared not only helps clarify issues that have caused much debate within the company, but also shows the process of building a career based on real ability, perseverance, and personal responsibility. With his irreplaceable role in This Old House, he continues to be a living testament to a generation of skilled workers, people who not only know how to do it, but also understand why it must be done right.